Quad, four times sounded, whatever. You got to figure out something else when you say it first. I think I usually say on quadruple shot.
My daughter today talked about and she said, now everybody knows the lyrics. And I said, well, you used to because you don't know what those shots are for. She has a chance.
Is that the rule? Over 50? Not over 60?
Yes.
And I think, it's not infants, but ages 2 to 6 or 7, I think they're up in now too.
And from 6 months until 5. Guess what?
We're older than that.
The truth is that most kids who go in that category overwhelmingly not good. Because the statistics on the 5 to 12 teenagers that we were just on for 5 months ago is like only 20%.
I mean, the younger you are, the less likely you are to catch it. Probably because they're not being exposed to too many people.
And right, parents don't think there's really that much of a risk. They really don't get it. At the moment, 65 and above, the vast majority.
We're in the right state.
Mississippi, Louisiana.
By the way,
Yeah, but if it's a large family, that's pretty good percentage.
I'll still tune. It'll fly to my tune using harmony. Okay. I don't know harmony. Okay, it'll happen. I also need to go and get a keypad, so if you want to just literally start. I will start. I did invite people in, I went to the courtyard. Okay, good.
Oops,
that's not what I want.
Right now.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. We are going to start with Yedid Nefesh on page 10 in our Sidurim. Lai, dai, 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 dai. You can all la 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 with me as you learn it. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, dai, 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 dai. Lai, dai, 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 dai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, nai, 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 nai. Lai, 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 lai. Nai, 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 nai. Lai, dai, 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 dai. Lai, dai, 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 dai. Again, we're on page 10 for Yedid Nefesh, a traditional Shabbat opening song. Friend, beloved of my soul. The English is on page 10. The transliteration is on page 10.
Sing it with me if you can, from the beginning. Yedid nefesh, avarachaman, mishach avdach, eretz anach, yarutz avdach, kemo ayal, yishtachaveh mul adarach, ki erav lo yedidutach, mino fetzuf v'chol ta'am. Skip to the last verse. Higalena upros chavivi alai et sukat shelomach ta'ir eretz mikvodach nagilach v'nismechavach maher ahuv kivamoed v'chonenim kimei olam. Yana nai 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 nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai nai nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai nai nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai nai nai, yana nai 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 nai, yana nai 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 nai, yala lai 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 lai.
Shabbat Shalom again. And yes, people were naturally feeling what it is, a wonderful thing to get to do and feel, which is to participate, to clap, to hum along. If you know it, yay. If you don't, just feel it in your bodies. There's a lot of upbeat songs that we get to sing to usher in Shabbat and to get to celebrate Shila's bat mitzvah together. It's just beginning. She's brought so many wonderful, beautiful family and friends in. So be welcomed. And we will continue to do some lovely praying together. Lechuna Ranana is up next, page 11, which is literally the invitation to let us sing.
Lechuna Ranana l'Adonai, nari aletzor yishenu, nekadma pana v'todah, Bizmirot nari alo, nekadma pana v'todah, Bizmirot nari alo. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim, Asher biyado mechkerei aretz v'toachot harim lo. Asher biyado mechkerei aretz v'toachot harim lo. Asher lo hayam v'yuasahu v'yemeshet yadav yatzaru b'nishtach.
We're continuing at the bottom of page 12.
Arba'im shana akut bidor, va'omaram to'e levavhem, vehem lo yadu derachai, asher nishbati be'api, im yavo'un el menuchati.
Shirul Adonai, page 13.
Mizmor shir l'Adonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa. Shel yamin on Zohar kol shalom. Page 18 on the third line. It says G, it says give a D. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, ariu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, ariu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Yiram hayam umlo'o, tevel v'yoshveva, neharot imcha uchav, yachad harim yiraneinu, lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'meisharim. Yiram hayam umlo'o, tevel v'yoshveva, neharot imcha uchav, yachad harim yiraneinu.
L'chadodi, page 23 to 25, and a friendly reminder on that final l'chadodi, we're going to really feel it in our bodies. We're going to rise if we can, turn to the door, and give the Sabbath a beautiful bow or curtsy, however we feel we want to express our love for Shabbat. So, page 23, l'chadodi.
I'm going to start this off on guitar, and then David, creep in a little bit in a few verses. Would you do that? Excellent, thank you. This is a l'chadodi. I love the story about why the composer, Josh Warshawski, called this the Corning l'chadodi. It's because he lived on Corning. You know, it's in the city. It's in the Pico Robertson area. So he lived on that street when he wrote it. So this is the Corning l'chadodi.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah, that's true. It's what I've been told. Yam baraday day lechadodi, yam baraday day likrat kala, yaraday day penne Shabbat nekabela. Yam baraday day lechadodi, yaraday day likrat kala, yam baraday day penne Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela, shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu ela meyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'litila, lecha dodi lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha, meirosh mikedem nesucha סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך, דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. הנה שבת, הנה שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומי צאי מתוך ההפכה. רב לך שבט בימק הבכה והוא יכול עלייך חמה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה.
Clap if you love Shyla.
שבת, שבת נקבלה. כי נערים מעפר קומי לבשי די תפארתך עמי. על יד בן ישי בעת הלך מקורבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה.
You know what to do.
הנה שבת, הנה שבת נקבלה. התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדונייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשכחי ומה תהמי. בך יחסו עניי עמי ונידתה יראתי לך. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה.
Page 25.
והיו למשיסה שוצייך ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כמסוס חתן על כלה.
לך דודי,
לך דודי לקראת כלה.
what's the next verse?
שבת שבת נקבלה. ימינו שמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי. על ידי שפן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה.
Help me out. I don't know it.
דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. This means please rise. We face the door where we hope to see the Shabbat Queen enter, and we sing, בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך, לך, דודי, דודי, לך, דודי, לקראת kala penei Shabbat Shabbat penei Shabbat nekabelai yambai lai 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 nai 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 ya nai 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 lai 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 nai 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 nai.
Great job, everyone. Even if you've never heard it, we got it by the end because we repeat it many times. So it's now drilled, and I hope you'll all be singing it on the way home because it will just be there in your head. Shabbat Shalom again. We're going to now offer up the psalm for Shabbos, Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. It's page 27.
Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat Tov lehodot lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer leshimecha elyon Tov lehodot lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer לשמחה עליון להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות עלי עשר ועלי נא ועלי גן
Page 28 by the little red triangle.
Tzadikata
Ha'yifrach Ke'erez Balvanon Yizkeh Shetulim Baveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun B'Tzeva Deshenim V'Rananim Iyu L'Hagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri V'Lo Hopefully the Sabbath is pleased with our prayers. We get to now do the most fundamental experience of what Shabbos really means to us on a spiritual level, which is let in some light. Shabbat is meant to light up our faces and light up our lives after a long, dreary week. And so it is our pleasure now to have that mitzvah be done by people who are Shaila and who are related to Shaila, because she is light in our lives. So Shaila, come on up, and Esther as well. And let's have Leela. Do we trust her with fire? Do we trust you around fire? All right, you're not going to light the match, darling, but you can be nearby. And Barbara. We got Grandma Barbara over there. Oh, come on up, my love. So if you want to gather around the Shabbos candles, and I think we can probably trust Shaila to do the candle lighting. So it's okay, it's just the candle blessing. We'll do it together. That's fine. So someone, if you want to light the flames. And I invite everyone to honor this moment, to stand if you can, and we'll also cover our eyes, and we'll all basically invite Shabbat in together. just all you need to do is light it. Yeah, it's good.
Eloheinu. Shabbat Shalom to everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, hugs and kisses to all that you feel happy touching and showing your warmth and love to. Mwah. And if you're watching the live stream at home, Shabbat Shalom to you. You are welcome to light your candles with us or hold off a little bit later. And we're going to offer now to have... La, 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 la. So basically, yes, you can sit down unless you are Shyla. You're going to come on up. You're going to not have to do anything except look there and stay still for a second. Your wonderful grandpa, Errol Frank, is going to, at this time, come on up. Everyone else can sit down. And he's going to give you something that you are going to use this weekend. So all you need to do is receive this. So don't worry.
Papa coming.
You just need to kind of wave it at her so she doesn't at this point need to really see it. But tomorrow, tune in at 9:30 and you'll see what it looks like on my lovely friend Shyla.
Hello, Shyla.
Hi, Papa.
Mama told me I only have 17 minutes to present this to you, but I'm going to cut it a little bit short. So you've studied this very much, and you've had great teachers, and I go back, way back, and remember your perseverance in swimming across the laps of a pool when you were 2 years old, and deciding you wanted to swim with the dolphins, and when you wanted to learn how to ride a bike, you just used your determination and did it.
You pushed me
and then I pushed you down the hill, that's right, the only way to get you going. And then when you wanted to learn how to ice skate, you did that and you mastered that. So now you're ready to go and become a Jewish woman as you enter into this next stage of your life. And I am real happy to be able to give you your tallis, as you've studied and mentioned to me that you know of the 613 commandments on each tzitzit, and I know you're working on mastering those. Leela will be very happy when you get them all mastered, bring a lot of peace in the house. And on your tallis, around the crown of your tallis, is a prayer, and you say that every time you put on your tallis, and it goes something like this in English: Blessed are you, our God, creator of time and space, who gives us enrichment with holiness and commands us to put our tallis each on us each time we use it. So I love you, honey.
I love you too, Papa.
And I apologize to the congregation for cutting it short, but
Amen and Mazel Tov. You can sit down for a while. Don't even worry. We're going to call you up again towards the end of service to lead us in the Kiddush. But first, I just want to share with you, really, a Moses moment. Because this week's Torah portion, B'ha'aloteha, has one of my favorite and most relatable Moses moments. Because he absolutely loses it with the responsibility he has been given. He has been given the responsibility of looking after those darned children of Israel who are moaning and whining and whining and moaning. And they bring up in this week's Torah portion a complaint yet again that they had already, we thought, solved. Months and months ago, years and years ago, they complained about, we don't want to leave Egypt because the food there was good. Give us food, Moses. And he does. That's the manna. That's back in Shemot, like 2 scrolls ago. And yet again, here the children of Israel are bickering and whining. Moses, Moses, we miss the food. We want our lovely Egypt life, our Egypt ways. It was easier. Take us back. And Moses is despairing and frustrated because, well, this is an old complaint. It's not even something new. Moses is a problem solver, and you know when you're told to do the same thing again and again and you still don't get it? It's the most frustrating thing that happens to you. And here's what Moses says. He says, I cannot carry all this people by myself. He says this to God in private. It's too much for me. And again, with a little bit of a drama queen, if you deal with me thus, God, if you keep this situation going, just kill me. I'd rather die than have to go through this. I beg you, let me see no more of my wretchedness. Now, here's why I relate to Moses, because this week I tried to potty train my older son, and it was exactly that experience. It was wretched because of the repetition of my little boy, who will remain nameless, but most of you know who he is, not getting how to sit on the potty. Because here's the thing. Just like with the children of Israel, he actually knows how to do it. He's closer to 3. He's very smart. He knows. And on Monday, after a little bit of pee-pee on the floor, he peed in the potty the rest of the day. And it was unprompted as well. And on Tuesday, same thing. Occasionally we'd say, oh, do you feel like you need to pee? Sit on the potty. It would happen. It was great. So much so that I felt, wow, I've got the smartest, quickest, fastest child, because boom, we did it in 2 days. On Wednesday, pee-pee on the floor every single day. I'm not making this up, just to be funny. This happens in my household. We have the rags to prove it. And here's the thing. I know he was doing it deliberately, because every time he peed, it was very near the potty. Like obnoxiously next to it. It wasn't like he ran away into a corner, but it was right by, and we have 2 potties as well. So there was no need for him to have done that. And he would come up to us, oh, I peed. Now, was that rebellion? Was it a Korach moment for him? Was it boredom that he'd gotten over the novelty of, oh, I can pee in the potty, what a new experience for me? Or was he testing me? Where's the limits? Where's the boundaries? It's something new. Either way, I had my Moses moment by Wednesday night. I would rather die than keep going on. Let's just resume with diapers on Thursday. Because, oh wow, he broke us. He broke me and Brent. The task was too much. Now, God's solution to Moses actually is applicable here, because God says to Moses, appoint 70 elders and give them more responsibility, like trust them to help run themselves, and you back away. You're being too direct, too hands-on, too in their faces. Let them govern themselves. And on Thursday I thought, you know what? Maybe I'm being too head-on with him. Maybe I'm doing too much prompting, too much praise, too much, let me take your truck away if you do it again on the floor. And I just kind of backed off a little bit and tried to trust him with it. And guess what? Pee-pee in the potty every single time. It was, again, a wonderful experience for me, for my child, and for my husband, who was also very much hands-on and with me. But he loved that, getting the ability to have some choice, because we also said things like, would you like to go in that potty or that potty? It wasn't, would you like to go on the floor or the potty? There was no choice there, this one or this one. Would you like the potty to be on this side of you or this side of you while we play with Play-Doh? And he actually rose to the challenge, which is what we eventually see the Israelites do. It takes them a while. She's hearing this and making note of this, and hopefully you won't go through the rebellion stage or the boredom stage. But here's the thing. In conclusion, a diaper, a dirty diaper, is like Egypt. It's warm, it's comforting, it's familiar, it's the old way, even if it's actually quite smelly. But Egypt is not for big boys and big girls. And when we want to be liberated, and when we want to grow in freedom, but also with responsibility, we have to take that diaper off. And that's what we learn, actually, from Moses in this week's Torah portion, and from God, and from my little big boy. So, Shabbat Shalom. And this is, by the way, a fabulous Torah portion, and Shyla tomorrow is going to tell us more about it. So, With our big girl panties on, I'm going to continue to lead services. We are at the Baruch Hu, page 39, A or B. And I encourage everyone who's able to stand for this solemn, formal call to prayer.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Leolam Va'ed. Lai 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 lai
We may be seated. We're finishing up that blessing, and then we'll be on page 40, which are the blessings before the Shema.
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uben laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Ha'ma'ari v'ravim, Ahavat olam beit Yisrael. V'avatcha tasir mimenu li'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi netzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך והיה עם שמוע תשמעו Adonai Elohechem emet ve'emunah kol tov v'kayim aleinu ki Adonai Eloheinu ve'en zol asel v'anachti v'shalom opi. Zol nafshenu b'chayim aleinu.
Micha Mocha is on page 44, and it is always a pleasure to hear laughing little children, so don't worry, bring it on.
Umalchuto b'ratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael echanu shira b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam. Mi chamocha boilim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malchutcha ra'u banecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Ze eli anu ve'yameru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Ze eli anu ve'yamru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki fadar et Yaakov u'ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom.
Page 45, the Hashkivenu, which is a prayer for sheltering us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, gun, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us.
Ushmor tzeitenu vo'enu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata v'ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha Baruch ata Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'yal Yerushalayim.
The Shamru, page 46.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש ביום השביעי. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, וילמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעולמי עולמיה, יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעולמה, ויאמרו Amen.
It's time now for a little bit of quiet praying, and that is found on page 47 to 52. It's the evening Amidah, which we just get to be in our own heads, hear the sound of our own hearts and minds. We can pray what we need to pray, or we can pray the Hebrew or the English that's in front of us, but this is your choice, wherever you need to go in this moment. It's a really sacred time when we're not forcing everyone to say the same word at the same time in the same key. So please rise for this if you can, and then sit down when you're done in your own time. Page 47 to 52. Please prioritize your own silent Amidah if you're still working your way through that. If not, join us with an Oseh Shalom, a prayer for peace, Israel and beyond.
Oseh Shalom bimroma, Hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav Uya'aseh shalom aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imru Amen. Yamana-na-na-na-na, ya-la-la-la-la. Ya-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ya-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yamana-na-na-na-na. Ya-na-na-na-na-na. 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 Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel Ve'imru Amen. Yitkara v'yikara shemei Rabbah V'yalma divrach yirutevim lichmalvudei b'chayachonu v'mechonu v'chaydocha beit Yisrael Ba'agala v'zman kariv imeru Amen. Yeshmei Rabbah mevorach Li'olam li'omei omayo Yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpor v'yitruman v'yinaseh v'yidadar v'yidaleh v'yidalel shmei dekudesha Brichu li'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata Amiran v'yama v'imeru Amen. Titkabel tzloton u'valton d'chol Yisrael kodam avuhon v'yishmaya v'imeru Amen. Yesh lam rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'imeru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru Amen.
So you may have good eyesight, Shyla, but this is a bag with your name written on it. In this bag, we have gifts for you because, well, apart from the fact that you are just a gift in general, but you've worked so hard for your bat mitzvah, and I know hopefully your family and friends are giving you gifts, but Adat Ariel wanted to shower you with gifts as well, also to butter you up because we're about to ask you to lead Kiddush in front of all of us. But in this bag, you'll find your bat mitzvah certificate. You'll find a certificate that's from the JNF that says trees have been planted in your honor in the land of Israel. So if you ever want to go there, you can check out your trees. We want to help you go there. So we've also got a gift certificate in there for money. And that is something you can use for a future Israel trip or a Jewish summer camp experience. Anything that will just help you be on your way, because this is not the end of your Jewish journey. Far from it. This is just almost like the formal beginning, as you've studied so much and really come so far. And for people who don't know, Shyla hasn't been at Adat Ariel her whole life. She joined like halfway through 6th grade and almost immediately found a place. I was one of her teachers as well as Cantor Aronoff, and it was amazing how you made friends, how the people in your class not just accepted you but adore you, and how much you would raise your hand even over Zoom. Is a really brave thing to do when you're new. And I got to know you as much as I knew those people that I've seen since they were 6 years old. So well done. You're such a presence and you deserve these gifts. There's also a mezuzah from the men of Adat, the women of Adat. There's a book from the Jewish Federation. And there is also, I believe, Teen LA, Jewish Teen LA have given you some socks, some gifts, lots of bling. So in exchange, please come on up and lead Kiddush. We're going to bolster you up so you really feel that we are amaining your blessing. It's page 55. We're going to give you a Kiddush cup. Oh, no worries. We'll have a look for it. But yeah, if you want to, you can take center stage. So such a pleasure. It's a team effort. So Shila's put in a lot of this work. We'll get to lead you in Kiddush, and you will have a nice drink of sweet grape juice. Page 55. Please rise for this if you can. And again, for those following at home, pour yourself a glass of whatever speaks to you that's a Hagafen blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinhei lanu Zikaron lema'aseh b'reishit ki hu yom tehila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher litzi at mitzrayim kivanu v'harta ve'otanu kidasha mikol ha'amim V'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon hinhaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
L'chaim.
That was good.
Amen again. So we're in for a treat. She's got a beautiful voice, right? So tune in and come here tomorrow for Shabbat as Shila will share her voice with us some more. Thank you so much. It's yummy.
What grape juice is it?
It's really good.
I think it's Kedem. It's standard, but there you go. Here you go, my love. You're so welcome. Mwah. We are so glad. This is Lila. Kind of like your sister, Leela. You've got the same consonants there. Let's all stay standing for our Leinu, one of our penultimate prayers. And Shila, Mazel Tov again. You are beautiful.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol.
Page 56.
Gedula liotzer breshit. Shelo asan kigoye haratzon. Velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama. Shelo sam chelkeinu kahem. Vegor aleinu kechol amonam.
Va'anamnu korim. ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגוהי מרומי הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל. ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד.
כי המלכות שלך היא עולם תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד. ושמו אחד.
Please take a seat. We have a moment of solemnity now as we recall with love those who are no longer physically with us. The yahrzeit that Adat Ariel commemorates in the upcoming week are as follows. Jean Bensdorf, Sophie Berman, Lillian Brakeman, Irving Grossman, Joseph Harry Kachuk, Michael Lichenthal, David Mishkind, Louis Rosenheck, Jacob Enachi, Summer Alpert, Martin Escheto, Celia Ader, Arnold Gittelson, Charles Goldring, Arthur Gottsfeld, Helen Greenberg, Herman Halpert, Marcia Miriam Rosen, Selma Gerber, Bernard Heller, Sarah Hoffman, Rose Kellerman. That's right. Ruth Markowitz, Michael Russell, Eddie Silberman, Esther Vered, Alti Gadish, Sarah Goldenberger, Harry Kaplan, Ziso Lipin, Hirsch Lieb Rappaport, Brian Edelstein, Sanford Aronoff, Liebel or Lenny Berger, David Lipsky, Rosalie Pill, Ronit Polsky, Sylvia Price, Charlotte Seaman, Victoria Franklin Finn, Sarah Frost, Lee Garbowitz, Irving Kamerman, Rose Kamins, Sylvia Kanofsky, Abraham Walensky, Alexander Aronson, Ruth Beck, Michael Caliendo, Philip Rubenstein, Annette Singer, Esther Wise Dubin. And apologies if I mispronounced any of those names. We hold them in our heart as well as any other people, individuals that we are saying a Mourner's Kaddish for. And I invite all those who are saying the Mourner's Kaddish to stand at this time if you can. And we are on page 58, Kadisha Tom. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah. Be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'olam ulomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudusha. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran ba'alma v'imru. Yehesh lama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Thank you for sanctifying God in that moment of grief and pain and reflection, and I hope their memories bring you that smile and inspire us to do good deeds in their memory. From mourning, from that moment of sadness, back to some celebration. Our few announcements are as follows. Mazel tov to Shyla and her family on the occasion of her bat mitzvah. You're already doing fabulously. We can't wait to continue celebrating and praying and learning with you. Tomorrow, services are at 9:30. And yeah, it's Shabbat as well, so come on up. Even if you don't know Shyla, you're welcome to be here tomorrow. Next Friday night, we have a really...
Oh, wait. Can I make this announcement?
Absolutely.
Next Friday night, as she said, we have our monthly Naranana service, but this will be a very special one in many ways. This Naranana service, for those who don't know, is where we have expanded the number of musicians. I'm there, Rabbi Yarkin is there, David Kaminer is there, and about another 5 musicians playing guitar, flute, clarinet, drum, bass, whatever, okay? And it's a real fun evening. But this time, it's going to have its bittersweet moment as we bid a fond farewell, but really lehitraot, because we'll see you around, because she'll still be part of the community, to Rabbi Yarkin, who completes her official tour of duty as rabbi of this, as one of the rabbis of this synagogue at the end of June. And so we are using this opportunity next Friday night as an evening to celebrate and acknowledge and to honor Rabbi Yarkin. So anybody who is in this room or in live stream land who would like to come to services, please do so. Same time, same place, right in here, 6 o'clock.
And RSVP, because I requested mac and cheese after services, and there will be food.
But you don't need to RSVP for the service.
No, you're welcome
to come to the service. You can just come to the service if you want to, but
I want to invite you to have dinner with us. So.
Hold on, there's apple pie, I understand.
Yeah, that was for my husband.
That's great. So And David is going to also, towards the end of dinner, regale us with a little bit of piano playing as well. So it's going to be a really lovely evening, so I encourage everybody to come. That is Friday night, this coming Friday night.
That's right. And that just leaves us to do a few thank yous, which is I want to thank Cantor Aronoff for leading us in a beautiful Kabbalat Shabbat in Ma'ariv, David Kaminer, who accompanied us gorgeously, Patrick Miller for all the setup and organization,
and
myself, Rabbi Yarkin, and again, all of you for singing, for clapping, whether you are online or in person. It's not a Shabbat if we don't get to celebrate it together and acknowledge it.
There's one other thing I'd like to add for anybody who is interested in coming to our daily minyan. This coming Monday, as we have a relatively new federal holiday on the calendar, Juneteenth observed is on Monday. We, who always have federal holiday minyanim start instead of at 7:30 in the morning at 9 a.m., are starting our minyan at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. for morning minyan on Monday morning. Had to get that in.
No, that was wonderful, wonderful reminder. So our final prayer is Yigdal. It's page 62. And yeah, I should thank Lila Yarkin for being so good the whole service. So yay.
Sing to you.
Yay, Lila, we'll sing to you. And then it will be Lila Tov time. You see what I did there? Yes.
So I'm going to start it on la 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 so that you can la la la. And even when I'm doing words, I welcome you to la 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 and read the Hebrew or the transliteration or just read the la la la. So the tune goes like this. La 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 na na na. La 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 na na na. Na 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 la 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 la. La 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 na 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 na. You got that? Yeah, got it? Good. You keep la la laing and I'll put in all the words, okay? Or you can put in the words too. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yigdal Elohim chai ve'yishtabach Nimtza v'yenei tel metziuto Echad v'yen yachid keyichudo Ne'lam ve'gam ein sof le'yachduto Ein lo demut haguf v'yeino guf Lo na'aroch elav kedushato Kadmon lechol davar asher nivra rishon v'yein reshit lereshito Hino adon olam lechol notzar Yoreh gedulato umalchuto Shefa nevuato netano El anshei segulato v'tiv ato. Oh, we're going to do it just a hair faster. Ready? Lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe od Navi umabit et emunato Torah temet natan leyamoel al yad neviot neman beito Lo yachal lifa'el ve'lo yamir dato Le'olamim lezulato Sofer v'yodea setarenu Mabit lesof davar b'kadmato Gomer le'ish chesed kemifalo Noten l'rashara kerishato Yishlach leketz yamin Meshichenu Liftot mechakeketz Yeshuato Metim Yechayel berov chasto Baruch Hadeyad Shem Dilato Metim Yechayel berov chasto Baruch Hadeyad Shem Dilato. One more time, la la la, everybody together. 1, 2, 3. La 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 la, come on, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, na 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 na. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Adonai.